All right. Final challenge. There's one more place with a ticket sign in front of it, and it's big, like really big. It is a big obstacle course.
Ugh, count me out.
Can can does flying give Finch an unfair advantage here? Or no?
There is a very thin. There's a very narrow like ceiling to a lot of the obstacle course,
Okay.
but for some of them, flying is an option.
Well, I think Chiron is definitely like an obvious choice for this.
I also
Yeah, Chiron and Finch.
I think Chiron, Finch, and maybe Dalibor because athletics.
It seems more acrobatics.
Yeah, that's like the other thing, but I don't know if
Venus?
anybody else has acrobatics.
Venus.
What is
Not
Venus?
me.
Oh,
Venus
Venus
is better
does?
at
Yeah.
acrobatics than you.
Yeah, absolutely Venus then.
So we have our party: Chiron, Finch, and Venus.
Wait, why me?
Yeah,
Acrobatics.
acrobatics is good.
Isn't acrobatics like 1?
It's more than the zeros.
That's
True.
Okay, sure.
Chiron with his 5 acrobatics. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
High
If
five.
only I had my first slur ring.
Or you could, well, I guess I look at it as acrobatics and strength. Both. Also,
Wait.
magic not allowed. Magic not allowed.
Wait, so there is also a strength thing?
Vegan sweating. What do you mean it's also strength?
Wait, strength?
There's a variety of different skills here.
Wait, hold on. I do have 1 for acrobatics.
But remember how good I did on climbing down the mountain?
True.
I was carrying a middle man.
Wait, what's your strength versus?
I've got a 1 in acrobatics, and then my strength is gonna be plus 2 plus the luck stone for ability check, so like kind of plus 3.
Alright,
Yes.
yeah.
Maybe Dalibor should join in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would just like to say my strength is -1.
Ah,
All right. Who's going first?
Not it.
Chiron.
I want to go first. Yeah.
You step into the obstacle course. You see 2 bards kind of commenting people's runs to a crowd, and a helpful attendant gives you a rundown. All you have to do is go down that slope, jump, get by that narrow gap without being blown off, and get on that wheel and jump off. Get on that wheel and dodge the swinging bar. That's all you need to do.
Finch is going to be watching this from Chiron POV.
All right. Chiron?
That's like preparation.
The bards say, and here comes a weird looking specimen. A little bit of frostbite already, I think. Oh no, look at his clothes. He's all dressed up and royal. Good to see those get wet. Go for it,
Can
Chiron.
Chiron please glare at them?
Do you want to glare with State of Eyes?
Can I please?
Do it. Intimidation.
No!
Oh, the puppy has some bite.
I'm gonna kill myself. I hate this.
There's a slope.
This is so sad.
There's a slope. With, at the end, a jump. I need acrobatics check. You effortlessly leap up, do a somersault in the air, and land on the platform.
Heck yeah, I did.
You get to a very narrow path. The ground is very slick and slippery, and there are several holes. Every so often, one of the holes blows out a strong gust of wind. I need a perception to see if you can spot all spot the wind coming at you.
Chiron, don't be blind, please.
Chiron is blind. A gust wind hits you straight. I need a strength saving throw.
Don't be weak. Oh, come on!
Chiron, after that amazing start, is blown off into the water.
This is awful.
It seems that he was full of hot air. The crowd
I'm gonna
laughs.
cry.
Humiliating.
A wizard at the end prestidigitates your clothes dry.
Dalibor is very mad at the commentators,
Just
making fun of his friend.
Who's next?
Chiron is like very visibly annoyed and mad.
I think Finch with that Finch question mark.
Finch is going.
Finch is gone. 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 Okay.
You step up. The attendant gives the same rundown, and she says, "I prefer if you put on a show and mind not using your wings."
Mm.
All right.
Mm.
So
Mm.
the commentators look. It seems a bird flew in. I hope he doesn't get he doesn't go flying like the last one.
I want to punch him.
Now hold on a second. If they get to make fun of my wings, they get to use my wings.
Go for it. You run
All
down
right.
the slope, and there's a jump that with a little bit of a low ceiling, but you probably get an easier time with acrobatics.
All right. Does that mean I can?
Just
Oh,
roll acrobatics. It's going to be easier DC. You
Okay.
nail it. Flapping out and landing on the course. Is that cheating? I don't know if that's cheating, but it looked cool enough that I don't care. Again, you
Awesome.
get to the walls. Perception to see the gusts of wind as they blow out.
Can eyes? Okay.
Even your wings won't help you here.
Well, yeah, but like watching Chiron do it, would that help me at all?
Nope.
Really?
It's a
What
random
was it
pattern.
like?
Like someone's behind there.
Oh well, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You easily see as someone moves behind, blowing air, and you dive and twirl away.
Cool.
Finally, you get onto a spinning wheel that's kind of disorienting.
No, it's not.
It's a little disorienting as bars come. I need a con save to not be dizzy.
I'm normal.
Yeah, well, whoa, there's a bar right in front of you. Dex save. You duck right under it and land the final step over to the finish line. And there he is! Oh, goodness, that little bird nearly got hit by that little bar, but made it on time.
I'm gonna do a big bow.
The crowd applauds,
Not
and a wizard kind of prestidigitates the little water droplets off you and hands you a ticket, making your 10th.
Cool.
Final one.
True.
Who's going?
Me. I'm ready.
Now, who let the orcs in? Oh, is this an invasion, or is it just going to be a big old flop?
What a motherfucker.
Slope and jump. Roll the acrobatics.
You got it, boss.
You manage to make it. Not as impressively as your two friends, but you jump and stick the landing.
Of course I do.
Hey, Hey, I guess the old phrase orcs can't jump isn't quite alright.
Dalivor looks incredibly confused at them saying that because he has never heard that once in his entire goddamn life.
Alright.
Making race shit up on the spot.
There's a wall, slick floor, gust of wind, perception.
Got it, Bob.
It's not that hard to see the person running back and forth. They're not doing a great job of hiding it. And you make it over to the other side, landing onto the spinning wheel. It's dizzy. Round and round. Where is he going to end? Do you even know what way is forward in the first place? I don't know. Let's see. Constitution save. Oh goodness, this is a bar. Dex. Save.
That's the worst one.
Bonk! Right off in the head,
Jeez.
down into the water. Well, that's about how the last orc invasion went too.
I'm gonna kill those motherfuckers.
A wizard brings you up and prestidigitates your clothes dry and pats you on the back.
I don't say thank you.
And with that, you're led back, and that is all the challenges. You got 10 out of 15 tickets.
Awesome.
Pretty good.
That's like, yeah, that's like really good. Like, pretty, yeah.
It is. You see that there are several security guards around the commentators.
I wonder why.
Comedy is dangerous art.
Yeah, wasn't very. It was just racist.
Yeah.
You gotta protect people being willing to say what they want.
Guys, they were just jokes. It's fine.
All right.
It's got another thing coming. They better not stick around this festival for too long.
You now have 10 glowing white tokens, not tokens, tickets in your hand. And
Oh, yeah?
the day's still well into the sky. There's plenty left to do. But yes, you've completed all the challenges and all the contests. Oh, speaking of contests, you do see that Wilma is separated from the group now and is hanging around by the trinket area.
Well, guys, before we see what we can get with the tickets, I think I'm gonna head over to the fortune teller, see what's going on there. So I'll meet you over at the place where we. Yeah.
I'll go with you because I was going to go back there for questions.
Okay.
I'd like to have my fortune told. It seems entertaining.
All right.
Yeah, following you also.
I might as well tag along too. I was curious about the fortune telling. I actually didn't really want to go, I swear.
What about Venus?
Sure.
Hell yeah. We move as a party. Wonderful.
We love fortune telling.
Yeah.
What-
Not
what-
going to tell you my fortune.
The fortune teller looks as a big group comes in and he goes, "Oh, I'm glad to see you come back. I've been expecting you. I can't say I expected a group this big. Welcome, Dalibor, Chiron, Venus, and Finch."
Karen's like giving the side eye to everyone, like, what the heck?
That's
Okay.
just how this person is.
I guess you're
In my name too.
You could say I'm the real deal. My expertise isn't as great as some, but I have connections.
What can you do?
Oh, I can do regular things. Palm read, tarot reading, or the offer I gave your friend earlier.
What was that offer?
15 gold,
I told you.
5-word question, 5-word answer, as truthful as they can be. The people who weave fate.
I see. How about a palm reading?
All right, stick out your hand.
Dalvor sticks out his hand.
Uh, let's see. Well, I have. Hmm.
And she's eating corn, by the way.
How corny. Hmm.
Get out.
Well, I'll start with your fate line. It's basically how your life will be affected by forces beyond your control, and it's quite long, and quite well engraved. It seems that you've always been battered by people that weren't always thinking with your best interests, or in situations you couldn't always control. And I have to say, that is not going to end anytime soon. Though it may end eventually, just not now.
Dalvor nods.
Your lifeline, well, it's not incredibly long. That's not to mean you're going to have a short life. It means that your life is often precarious and dangerous, which, given your attire and guessing your line of work, that's a given, to be honest. Adventurers are always at the brink of death. Your head seems to be well placed, but it is often it comes up lacking. You can see that there's a little bit of a shift in the line. Although it's long and it's very healthy, it is still occasionally grabbed by some forces you don't quite understand, or maybe you jump before you think. Your heart is very faint, and it's not very well in there. Maybe you simply haven't met the person you're hoping to be with. As for the sun line right here, you can see that there is success in your future. What you will make of that success, I do not know. But there is reward for what good you do in the future. He lifts up his hand and takes his hand away from your palm.
Can Venus go next?
Put out that hand.
Unless nobody else wants to go next.
Go for it.
Okay, I'll go. I stick out my hand.
The most obvious line here, and I don't even need to play with it too hard, he takes and kind of folds up a little bit of your upper hand. The heart line is very long, and it's very interesting, to say the least. It seems that it's fresh, it's not well engraved, it's new, it's exciting. And yet there's uncertainty about it. Like, it's a new feeling that you've not quite wrapped your head around yet. Don't understand the implications of, or what may come of it. I advise you to be careful, but to enjoy your love life. Your head is bent. It's crooked. It's not in a perfect line.
Is that what her face looks like?
Messed up.
It's
Inference's bitch does it. That was me.
There's a gap between parts of your head, and there's a gap in your thinking, and you need to bridge it. You need to connect the two pieces of the whole eventually. Sometimes working in two different head spaces works. In this case, though, I advise you to unite instead of work separately. Your lifeline seems long, and it's long, but it's also faint. Again, this means that you're facing danger, but it's much more likely you'll have a good long life after this, if you succeed at facing the danger. This could ebb and flow as you make decisions, though. Fate, again, imprints heavily on you, though in this case, there is a early ending to the fate. This means that you have control over something. You have a large amount of control coming to you in the future, and what you decide to do with it, that will impact your sun line, which is very, very long. You can see along your side. I advise for you to be careful of what comes up, because you are in control of your fate, more than most could say. All right? He pats your hand and kind of gives it back to your body.
Kind of like nod a bit and go back.
Kyron wants to go next.
Palm reading, tarot reading.
See, this is so important. This is gonna decide Chiron's fate. I gotta pick a good one. You know what? Tarot. Yeah.
Okay. 3 card. Give me a second. All right. The fortune teller picks up one of the cards and places it in front. It is the 10 of Wands facing upright. This is your past. It is where you have started and what informs the decisions that you're here to make today. This card that represents responsibility, the burden that you face, the burden that is placed upon you, that you feel you must carry out. It's work. It's something that you're responsible for, but it is something that, well, drives you, and it drives what you're dealing with today. He picks up the second card and places it down. It is the King of Cups in it's the King of Cups reversed. What this is saying, and this is a little, perhaps a bit counterintuitive initially, but it means self-compassion, placing a little bit of lenience on yourself, saying that you are not responsible for absolutely everything. There are things that you must do, but you do not need to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Perhaps you need to express yourself. Perhaps you need to let some things that you're holding in out. Understand that there is more to life than, well, the burdens you're carrying. And it's good to enjoy the things that are right here in front of you. And the final card he picks up is the upright Six of Cups. This is what can await you. A joy, a sort of innocence you once had as a child. This offloading of the burden will let you find that happiness again. This is not an encouragement to shirk your responsibilities, but to express how these things are weighing on you. Understand that you do not need to carry the emotional burden alone, and that will be how you find this sort of innocent joy again. Do you understand?
Aaron's like tearing up a little bit. Yeah, yes, that all made sense.
Take care of yourself. The fortune teller smiles.
Man, fortune teller really hit home, huh?
All right.
All right. Please. Okay, this will work. Finch, Palm, Tarot.
Finch will hold out his hand.
Palm. Great. Okay.
Wait, what does that mean?
There's a real person on the other side, and that person knows Tarot better, but I'm going to do Palm anyway.
What?
Okay.
Do you want me to do the other one?
No. I'm doing Palm. You can't change your mind now.
I don't know. It sounds like you want me to change my mind.
You're
Though.
not change-
I don't really
you
care
can't.
either way.
You can't?
Oh, whatever.
Too late. Okay. The first thing I look at here is that everything on your hand is so faded and almost incomplete. Nothing here is set in stone. Nothing here is etched into you yet. These are hands that may not have had much to do once, but now you have a task ahead of you. For that, first I look at the sun line. The sun line is almost entirely connected to your lifeline. Your life and the rewards you would come from success are intertwined. Should you find success, your life will be long. Or maybe it's should you live a long life, your success is guaranteed. Maybe you wish to outlast something, or even just enjoy and revel in that life you have. That's a perfectly understandable place. And to that end, I will also like to look at your fate line, which intersects with the sun and lifelines. This is the deciding factor for these things. Not something you do, but something done outside of you. And that may be discouraging, knowing that so much of your life is put in something else's hands. But I want you to, again, remember, these are faded lines. These are lines that are not fully set, and you can choose the actions you take to set them completely. Your head and heart seem almost unremarkable. They're straight, they're of medium length, they are the head and heart of someone who is not fully grasped an identity. You have an idea of what you want to be, and you're going full at it, but you're not fully sure of it. You might be being torn two ways in your head, or torn two ways in your heart. You do not have to pick now. You do not have to make a decision at this moment. but a decision will have to come eventually. And I hope you make the right one when you do. And he takes your hand and hands it back to you.
I think the wording on that is very funny. Anyway, this makes Finch mad. Finch is kind of glaring. The whole thing just kind of pissed him off.
Well, I'm not here to tell what you want to hear. I'm here to tell what I see.
Finch is just gonna leave and go to the trinket shop.
Oof. Okay. The rest of you four, what are you doing? You still have his offer.
I didn't really like what I heard either. I didn't act like that.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I mean, everybody win. Finch can leave. It's fine.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
Okay.
All right.
Now we should deal with what question we might want to ask, or if we want to ask one at all.
Oh yeah, I'm not concerned about that. Too much money. I'm just gonna trinket shop. See what's up.
15 gold.
I have no
Yeah.
money. I have over 100.
No, yeah, I like totally have the gold. I just too much for like 5 words. What? Lame.
He mentions, I should note, I can only offer this once, so I cannot take multiple requests here. It's just one payment, one question, one answer.
You have to think of something really good, something really useful to us.
I was distracted. What's happening?
The question, if you want. Actually, I'm going to take a quick break while you discuss.
I thought a lot about if Dalibor was a question, and there was like a question. There were like 2 questions I'm considering, but I don't actually think he would ask them.
My head is empty. My brain is on vacation.
I'm thinking really hard.
Abby, isn't Finch like looking for his sister or something?
Like, yeah, but the thing is, Finch absolutely would not want to ask that in front of all of you guys. And also, absolutely would not want to pay 15 gold for that. Cause like
Yeah,
he's
probably.
gonna, cause like he kind of knows, he roughly knows where she is anyway in his homeworld. He just doesn't have the means to meet her and
I see.
so properly destroy her like he would like to, and tear her down, or get a meeting with her where it would be like private or something, which is more of his issue than like finding her.
Okay.
But,
I don't think any of us have a question. Though.
Wait, could we ask about that one tiefling that was like, important before?
You could.
what would you ask?
Heck if I know.
And then they only get 5 words in response.
I'm back, and you can continue discussing or ask me.
Dalibor doesn't have a question.
Are we all just blanking?
I think everybody does not have a question.
Yeah, it's
I wanna ask something about that one tiefling, but that is empty and I don't actually know what to ask. I'm just curious about whatever the heck that dude's got going on.
What tiefling are you talking about?
the one that cleared the tower with
Are we allowed to ask questions about 23?
Oh?
Yes. You are allowed to ask questions of anyone.
I guess
What would you ask?
Does 23 have malicious intentions?
That's not 5 words.
That
Does
is.
23
That is.
have
Oh,
the
yeah,
wait,
it
that's-
is.
and-
That
Yeah, that
didn't
is.
sound like it, but yeah.
Trying to gaslight Venus.
That would just be a question. That seems too simple.
Is it too simple?
Well, it's up to
I
Venus.
mean, simple's not that bad.
Um, would it be like, is
What,
this a trap?
What
I feel
are
like it's much
23's
worse. I feel like
intentions?
that's much more bad.
Oh,
Is the tower a trap? I don't know, could that work?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to know if the tower is a trap or not, yes.
I mean, this is also for the benefit of the party, so like,
Oh my gosh,
mhm.
Venus being considerate for once.
this is me talking. We could know if we can actually trust 23 or not. Like, I know she's sus already, but like this will just, make it concrete and let us know, hey, don't trust her. Like maybe we don't get no wish, we get death.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, we're already fucked.
True.
I don't think it matters if that's true or not, because like we're in the tower.
I mean, but like for 15 gold, you get confirmation that you can't trust, the person who brought you here.
That's like, I don't know. I feel like that's dying and then asking if you're like in hell, and they're like, "Yeah, you're in hell right now." It's like, "Oh, okay, thanks." It's like, you're in hell.
So like, does all the characters like not trust anything, or like how do they feel?
Pretty neutral. Like,
I think Dalibor just doesn't like 23.
just in the middle.
Dalibor dislikes her, but like he doesn't think that trust is like relevant. He already made his decision, and it doesn't matter at this point if he trusts her or not. He just doesn't.
So we're all here for a wish, right? What if everything we're fighting for is not even for that? That could change, like, the course of our goals,
It could, but
Right now we're just fighting for a wish, but if we know that we're not going to get jack crap at the end of this, we
Wish or
could
not, I'm still
dig
going to
deeper.
achieve my goal. Just
I
to
feel
make it easier.
the issue would be that if like we're not getting a wish, then the only other possible goal at that point would just be like fighting 23, which seems like potentially impossible. But like, yeah, we can ask that if that like puts the characters' minds at ease. But
See, but like, I'm not going to spend 15 gold for y'all to be like, oh, okay. Like, I want, it to be like, worth it. Not just be like, oh, this is information that's nice to know, but it's not relevant at all to what we're doing.
yeah,
What if
I mean,
we
maybe
ask
I'm just
something?
thinking too much into it, but that's what I'm thinking.
I think
What if we ask something along the lines of like, what is 23's purpose with the tower, but in 5 words?
But she already told us she's gonna be like to have fun, and I'll be like,
yeah.
okay.
I think we've been pretty upfront about it. It's not like some altruism necessarily. It's just like entertainment.
All right, well, that's my idea. And got nothing else to ask.
What are the trinkets?
Are we going to the trinkets now?
I guess so.
Are you just forgetting the question?
If you
Yeah, fuck it.
you don't want a question,
I mean, I feel like it wouldn't hurt to just,
Hello?
ask.
you could go back to the question about the other tiefling. You could ask something mundane, like
What is that other tiefling's favorite ice cream flavor?
you could ask ice cream flavors. You can ask like what insects does RTL not like? What is 23's name? What is the other Weems?
I'd like to ask 23's.
How do we
Yeah, I
get
think 23's name is
We
pretty
can just-
good.
No,
We
we
could
got
just,
an actual relevant question. I think. What is RTL's greatest weakness?
Ooh.
or are you gonna say how do we beat RTL?
I feel like that leaves room for.
Like it does. I
How
don't
do
know.
you defeat our
It's like kill. It's like obviously more words than this, but like kill her. You know, like beat her.
How do we murder our team?
I feel like asking for a weakness leaves less room for like a vague answer, and then we can like use that information to figure out how to beat her.
Weakness. She's scared of the dark. Easy. Wait, she can see in the dark, but like pretend she can't. She's scared of the dark, guys. That's what it is.
I feel like just
We
asking.
could ask what's on the next floor.
Well,
Yeah, we can prepare.
how about
I feel like it's much better to get relevant information about how to get to that floor.
Yeah, I think
That-
figuring out a weakness.
How do we get next floor?
Well,
Yeah.
well, beating RTL. Which is why we would probably want to know the weakness, I think.
I feel
I'm
like
cool with the RTL question.
if the fortune
Yeah, me
teller
too.
looks at you, I feel like questions that with answers right in front of you aren't quite what you're going to get the most out of. It's going to be questions that you have no way of getting an answer to, something that isn't in front of you.
Jeez, no.
Am I getting laid tonight?
For Dalabor's like not too concerned about. Dalibor has confidence in his mission, confidence in the fate of his people, confidence in his ability to succeed because he's confident in his god and like his god choosing him. And if he really ever had any kind of like concerns or doubts, he would probably try to speak to his god directly in some way before talking to a fortune teller. So like for Dalabor's not going to ask anything about like himself or like his journey. And the only thing I can think of for like with regard to the tower that would be like functionally useful is the weakness one, unless you guys have something else or you guys want to ask a personal question.
I'm good with whatever, I think.
I feel like this is such a good opportunity we're not using.
Yeah.
How do we use it?
I don't know. If you like something, you know.
I mean, personally, I'm fine with asking for the weakness.
Can we treat this like a genie and ask for another question?
What?
No. That's not a question with an answer. Okay, the question answer is no. Answer done.
Hand over 15 gold.
Is there anything cool at the trinket shop?
What?
Let me finish with the questions and answers first. Well, unless like you all just wanted to go into the voice not voice channel to discuss. This is going nowhere.
The only question that I think would be useful so far that I've like heard is the weakness one. So
We can ask that. I think it's a good one.
Yeah.
What is RTL's weakness?
what is RTL's greatest weakness? I think that's 5 words.
Yeah, great. Wait.
Yeah, greatest. You gotta add the greatest.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Who's paying? Though?
How about we all contribute?
Someone yeah, deduct the gold for it. Your answer.
Someone gotta have a spare 15 gold.
I have 118 gold.
You got more
I
than
could
me.
just yeah, I could just give 15.
I want you to make intelligence checks. All of you.
Why?
Just make intelligence checks real quick.
Are we being
Fucking stupid.
I bet we're being bamboozled.
What the hell?
Those are saves, not checks, but still works.
Oh,
No,
I want to
No.
reroll.
no,
Finch isn't part of this.
no.
You're not re-rolling.
Yeah.
And that's okay, Chiron. Yeah, none of you notice.
Dude.
Actually, I'm gonna have Finch notice it. As he's looking. You're counting the gold for trinkets in the scene I'll do later. You could have sworn you had one more gold.
Mm.
Okay, anyways, back to this.
Cough up the gold, Avelian. Dalibor does not say that because he would not be that rude.
I
That was-
got it.
Yeah, that was Tim.
Hand it over.
Finch will, of course, notice that some of his gold is missing. That's messed up.
Alright, you hand over the gold. I'm sorry for this answer, but it's the truth. The need to be beaten.
I'm gonna cry right here, right now.
Ah, so she wants to lose.
It's
Okay.
it's not a
Kinda
question.
fucking
Not a
obvious that
question
she-
with a great
she's
5-word
a
answer.
bias.
I'm sorry, but that's the truth.
Some bullshit.
The need to be beaten.
Okay. Well, Dalibor says thanks, and he starts walking towards the trinket place.
Okay. Finch,
I'm mad. There's something else we
trinkets.
could ask.
You see a lot of trinkets.
You're not the one who just spent 50 gold on that.
I'm sorry. The question, it wasn't a good question for this to be answered.
Hmm.
Oh
well.
All right, Finch. You head over to the trinket place. It's you notice that a few people are walking around with the trinket. Actually, most of the elves are walking around with the trinkets, and they each have one of 3 base designs. You see a circle, a triangle, or a square. And when you come up to the trinket table, you see that Wilma has just finished buying one with a circle, a 2 little triangles at the bottom, and a line across the top of the circle. And she says, "Oh, are you here to pick up one as well?"
Yes.
Oh, good. I didn't know that you're or do you not know what each of these represent?
I don't. Do they have a special meaning?
They have a bit of a special meaning. Basically in harvest places like this, when they get the food, they stockpile it up, and when winter comes, everyone basically congregates in the main townhouse. Oh. Karen will be back. Hopefully. Okay. We'll end after this anyway. Each of these. Okay. Everybody congregates in the townhouse for the winter, and for the winter, mostly you stay within the townhouse. And so these are basically ways for people to identify who's available to be paired up with when the winter comes. It's basically showing that who you're interested in and who you're looking for, as well as this kind of spread into the cities as well. And well, it used to be animals on these, but now it's more abstract, as you can see. So you could see, I presume from what I know from you, you'd be more towards the masculine end.
Wait.
These are pride pins.
Oh.
Guess what I wrote in June?
Yeah.
Girl, you look over here spitting so much just to end up to that conclusion.
Anyways, I assume you're more to the masculine end, Finch.
Wait. So hold on,
Yourself.
is that-
Yourself. Pardon?
Yeah, that's yeah.
And I don't mean to presume, but what kind of person are you looking
Bottom.
for?
Um, I I'm gonna struggle to answer this, but I don't think that Finch would struggle to answer this. Um, what's a nice way to say somebody hot?
Whoever's attractive.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
Superficial much? Wow.
Okay,
Wilma Wilma picks up a square pin with two triangles at the bottom and says, "Then this would be sort of what represents you. Uh, at least of in this sort of scheme for determining things."
is that the whore badge?
No, it's simply the square simply represents that you tend more to you are more masculine, more to the masculine end, and the triangles represent a field. It's supposed to be a ram in a field, meaning that you intermingle with whoever. However, it's just a square with two triangles on it now. And part of my assumption, but given that there's no second ring on your finger, I doubt you need a line on top.
No, of course not.
I
Um,
guess you could. I guess I should mention just in case. So, the line across the top means that you're. How to put this delicately?
A whore.
The way that you. If you were to try for a child, you'd be trying with someone of the same. As in, you are not initially whatever this design is.
what does that mean?
She's trying to put a nice way on saying you're trans.
Yeah, no.
She's trying to put a non-using that word way of saying, but gives you the square with the two triangles.
Cool.
You can kind of read whoever's now.
Awesome.
Do you try to figure out what hers is?
Yeah, what is one of those been?
A circle, a line across the top, and two triangles.
Oh wait, okay. So okay.
The circle, feminine.
The
The triangles are the same as you.
Triangles, yeah. Line tran?
Correct.
Cool.
There's
Cool.
actually for the last one, there's a way you could tell with people in the tower. I've spotted a few in the first floor myself. She holds up her hand, and where you see her pink ring, there is a second ring with a few runes and a bear inscribed. I got this from 23 when I came to the tower, and it gives. It's a sort of magic spell which can be used offensively. It allows you to cast Alter Self on yourself, allowing you to change any two aspects you wish of yourself, which means that anyone wearing this ring could literally appear to be anyone else. But yes, now you are aware. And now you will be hit on by every elf within 12 miles who doesn't mind bird nests.
A dream come true. Well, nice talk, Wilma. Have a good rest of your festival.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right, awesome, cool. Do I
Sick.
have to pay for that? How much do I have to pay for my little?
You open your wallet, realize there's one gold missing, and the person says 2 copper.
Okay. So, God. All right. Time to deduct a gold and then give myself change. How much change?
9 silver and 8 copper.
Okay. Cool.
As they go into your coin purse, you notice that they gain little bears on them.
I think it's weird. I just think that's weird.
Forging money. But yes. Ta-da, you did everything, basically, besides, I guess, if you want to try for other shops, but Brit's not here.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
And now Mizu's not here.
Rip.
Cool. We did it. We had that session that went.
Yay. It was a
Yay.
good session.
It's the hella long session that I always dreamed of from
Is Fi-
yesterday.
Is Finch wearing his badge?
Yeah, why not?
The party will need to ask him about it. It'll be fun.
Good luck explaining it.
Yeah.
Maybe Finch just
And
won't
it's-
explain. Maybe it'll be like, "What's that?" And I'll say, "I got it from the trinket shop," and that will be it.
What does the badge look like again?
Yeah. You need to ask what the shapes mean.
It's a square with 2 triangles on it, and that's
Here,
it.
I'll open GIMP.
Wow.
Uh,
The party will just never be able to be homophobic toward you.
I was not homophobic anyway.
I don't know. Valiant seems like he'd be homophobic.
Why?
He doesn't actually.
That's right, bitch.
all right. New 100 by 100.
Where's the documents where we do the relationship chart? I found it.
The documents.
All right.
I think it's great
High
that
school.
it's good that at Valiant that
I did not know we had one for the high school session that we did.
I did know, and I chose not to fill it out. I think it is good that Dalibor did not
I hate you all.
have to learn about the badges. 'Cause that would be too much thinking for me. Dalibor will never know he is gay.
I
Dalibor
know it. Gay
is
people
canonically
are.
gay, but is also canonically homophobic.
He's not homophobic, he just doesn't know he's gay. He's okay with gay people.
I'm okay with them. I just don't want them near by me.
Well, no, it's more like he doesn't, it's not something he thinks about. It's like one of the, you grow up in a religious place, and it's like, oh, gay people exist? He hasn't gotten to that point yet. He's at the point where he hasn't really realized that.
These are not the colors. It is just the colors I use. It would actually be... Actually, I'm just going to change the colors to browns. Overlay. Get a good brown going. Make the size big. Nope, that's not it. It's multiply? No. Oh, here we go. Color. I don't know what I expected. Cool. I'll just normal. This is screwed up. Okay, you know what? It's good enough.
We never saw peace.
There. That's kind of what it looks like. Just good. It's carved out of wood, square, 2 triangles at the bottom.
It's funny.
Fucking gay badge.
That's
It's
the gay
bisexual
badge.
masculine. No, the other ones are 2 horizontal lines is a gate, homosexual. 2 vertical lines is a barn, heterosexual. And no lines at the bottom means none. Not interested. Don't ask.
Cool. I'm gonna get that one.
And there's circle for feminine, square for masculine, triangle for no. All right, where's the doc?
It's still pinned.